The Sachsenspiegel, Saxon Mirror, written in the early 1200s by Eike von Repgow, was one of the most important law books of medieval Germany. It recorded customary laws and included provisions for trial by combat, judicial duel, as a legitimate legal procedure. In cases where there was no clear evidence, no reliable witnesses, and those were disputed, the court could allow duel to determine the truth. The belief behind it was deeply religious. God would grant victory to the innocent or truthful party. This wasn't seen as random violence, it was considered a form of divine judgment. One of the most unusual aspects involved disputes between a man and a woman, including husband and wife, because men were physically stronger. Special balancing rules were applied. The man stood inside a pit, sometimes waist deep. One of his arms might be tied or restricted. He used a short weapon, like a club. The woman stood outside the pit. She often used a weighted cloth or sling-like weapon, sometimes described as a stone in a cloth. If the man stepped out of the pit, he could lose automatically. These rules were meant to create a more equal contest, very rare. Even in the Middle Ages, trial by combat was considered the last resort, required court approval, and was more common among nobles than commoners. By the late Middle Ages, Roman law influence and evolving legal systems began replacing such practices with evidence-based trials. Trial by combat reflects a time when law, honor, and religion were inseparable. Divine will was believed to actively intervene in human affairs, and justice was understood as a spiritual as well as legal matter. It may seem brutal today, but to medieval society, it was a structured and secret legal mechanism.